Hello, 5th grade. Latin. Woohoo! Okay, so because people have struggled on worksheets, I guess, what we're going to do is I'm going to literally go through the worksheet. If you've been having trouble, this will prove very useful for you. If you have not been having trouble, this will prove completely useless to you. Unless maybe you just miss seeing my face for some reason. Anyways, I'm literally just going to go all the way through this and maybe use my whiteboard should I need it. So let's get to it. Okay, first thing, Latin review worksheet. Make sure you read instructions carefully. Usually instructions only consist of like one word or, in case of the infinitives, a paragraph. Read it carefully. It is useful. First things first, cauda, found on page 69 in the column. Last thing in the column. A dog has this. A fish also has this. A fish uses this to move. Hopefully you figured it out. Okay. Allah. On the same page, in the same column, right next to the word cauda. Angels have these, as do birds. And, you know, Daedalus and Icarus. Icarus only for a little bit. Daedalus for a bit longer. That's a mythology joke for you. Okay. Folium. Folium is found on page, hold on. Folium on page 71, right side of the page, bottom of the page in the column. There's a picture. Rosa. Please tell me you know what rosa means. Look at the word. What does it look like? If you are struggling for some reason on what rosa is, and you just for the life of you can't figure it out, page 32, left side of the page in the column. There's a picture. Okay, then translating. Potest. Okay, this one I'll give a little bit more explanation on. The other ones, you know, it's a page. My page is loading up. Okay, so for potest, this one is frequently found with infinitives. It is something to fly. A bird, blank, blank, to fly. Now, remember, the last portion of the word is est, E-S-T, which means is. So a bird is something to fly. If you remember from class, pot means able, or if you want to make it shorter, can. So you could either say a bird is able to fly or a bird can fly. They both mean the same thing. One of them is more translation-wise correct, but they both mean the same thing and they both work. So, potest is able or can. However, I would recommend don't write can for this because it'll make it sound like you mean like a soda can or a can of beans. I don't know. But it'll make it sound like an object and not the helping verb. Okay, then Leo. Leo is found on page 69. There's a picture of a Leo with a cauda. He is in the column, middle of the page on the right side. Lupus. Lupus, you literally, hopefully, well, I'm not going to say literally. You hopefully remember this one because we had a comic strip where a lupus attacked an ovase and the whole thing was about that. If you still can't tell what I mean, it's on page 64, left side of the page, like top third of the column, but it's on there. Just check that it's labeled. Okay, footprint. Footprint is found on page 65 on the right side of the column. There's a picture of it with the Latin word next to it for footprint. There you go. Okay. Piscis. Oh, I don't think there's an actual picture of a piscis. However, if you go to page 69, where you see the picture above the title, it says Bestiae et Homines, and above it you can see three people, like two parents and a kid, walking towards the water, and there are birds in the air, and clouds in the air, and then there's water, and in the water there are three piscis. There you go. Again, page 69, the top picture. There are three piscis in the water. Piscis have cauda. That's how they move. Dens. Dens was in our comic strip as well. Dens is found on page 66, left side of the page, top column. There is a picture of a wolf, and then underneath the picture of a wolf, there's a picture of a dens, and it is labeled dens. There you go. New base. New base are found on page, let's see, where is it? Oh, there it is. Page 64. It is underneath the picture of a lupus. Middle of the page, like dead center in the column on the left side, there's a picture of a new base. Ta-da! And then bread. The Latin word for bread can be found on page 63. There is a picture of bread with the Latin labeling next to it. It is in the right side column most of the way down the page. And there's the Latin word for bread. Okay, I just took you through all of the vocab. If you need to, you can pause me and go find those. But that is all of the page numbers. You shouldn't get these wrong at all. If you read your instructions carefully, A, and 2, you make sure that you go to all of the places I just said, you will get every single thing on the top portion of this correct. Now, let's move on to the infinitives really quickly. Okay, so when we started Capitulum 10, Chapter 10, you might remember we spent a lot of time talking about potest, is able. That one's literally on the page, guys. It's on the page. Okay, and possunt, are able, which is just the plural. And infinitive verbs. These are often found with verbs that have been made infinitive. To review, the infinitive ending is re, which means to. Example, to walk, to dance, to jump. To walk would not be ambulat, it would be ambulare with the re ending, which means to walk. I can't remember the word for dance, actually. Hold on. This is learning time for everybody. Let me find out what dance is. To jump is a weird verb. It's salit is that. So the infinitive would be saltare. It's a weird one, so that's why I didn't actually put in there what it was. Okay, hold on. Dance. I'm checking on Whitaker's words because, as I've told you, Whitaker's is the most accurate. Okay, to jump. Are you serious? That's fantastic. Jump. Tripudit. 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 That's fantastic. Oh my goodness. Oh, I gotta write a Latin short story where someone dances because I want to use that. So anyways, if it is tripudit, you would substitute the ending to make it infinitive, which means it would be tripudire. Pow, to dance. Okay. To make a verb infinitive, you remove the ending. Example, ambulat becomes ambula. I have the little dot thingies because I can't really get an arrow. I'll look into how to do that. But ambulat becomes ambula. Then you add the re ending to the verb stem. Verb stem is literally just ambula. It's without the t ending that says he, she, or it walks. It just means walk. Ambula is just walk. So you add re to that stem. So it would just go from ambula to being ambulare. And that's it. So underneath, I tell you to try a few for yourself. I'm going to do a couple on my fun handy-dandy whiteboard just to make sure you can see how I'm doing it. Now, notice I give you 2 blanks. That's because I want you in the first blank to take off the ending and in the second blank to add re to the stem. So let me break this down for you on my whiteboard. Let's use tripudit because we all just learned a new word and I want to use it. Okay, so the verb is tripudit. Now, to make it the verb stem, in the thingy, I have the dots, and then the blank, or, well, in your thingy, it's just the blank. Now, what we would do to make this the verb stem is we would just remove this ending, which is the T. So instead of tripudit, it would be tripudi. Tripudi. And that's fantastic. Okay, sorry. And then there's another blank, and in the next blank, we're going to add the re ending to make it to dance, okay? So here it means he, she, or it dances. This just means dance, like an order. Everyone dance, now. And then when you add re, it will be to dance. So it would become tripudire, to dance. Hopefully this makes sense. I'm going to do another one just to make sure it is super, super clear. I'm trying to make sure this stays in. Nope, that was the wrong way. There we go. Okay. Let's, I'm not going to do that. That's a weird one. Any ideas? That's another I ending. I want one that's not an I ending verb. Okay, we'll do pulsat. Okay, so if our verb is pulsat, it means he, she, or it jumps. We're going to remove the T, which is the ending. We're going to remove the ending. This is the ending. We're going to remove the ending. So it's just the verb stem, which would be pulsa. Verb stem. And then we are going to add RE to make it the infinitive. This will be the infinitive right here. So pulsa plus RE would be pulsare. Hopefully this helps. Most of the people got it on the last time I did something like this with the blanks like that. I'm not asking you to just like scribble on the examples. The examples are exactly how you should do it. So don't mess with the examples at all. They're showing you how to do it. And they're lined up over the blanks. Hopefully this makes sense to you. Oh, that's a little hard to see, isn't it? Oh, that's the wrong way. Okay, hopefully this makes sense to you. And makes the infinitives easier. If you were struggling with infinitives, I hope that that helps you. Okay, now turn the page because there's a backside. Look on the backside. Okay, all of the sentences that I pulled here that are Latin, I have pulled directly from, I think all of them are from chapter 10. All of them are from chapter 10. Okay, so let's look at these. First off, aves duas alas habet. Okay, so an aves, my bad, an aves, a finch is an aves, an eagle is an aves, I'm blanking on names. A sparrow is an aves, a seagull is an aves. These are all aveses. What do you think an aves is? Good job. That's kind of like the kids shows where they're, where is he? And then they wait for you to point at the screen even though they can't see you. Aves. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Duas. Alas. Again, it's on page 69. You just wrote down in English what that is. It's on page 69 in the column. Or you can just check the front of your page, which will be helpful. Habet. Has. Okay, moving on. In Africa. Sunt multi leones. There are multi leones. Leones also on page 69. Hopefully that's pretty straightforward as well. Piscis qui natat caudam movet. Okay. Piscis, it's on page 69. It's the one that's above with the family walking towards the water. There are 3 piscis in the water. Quisque, I'll ask. Okay. And then caudam, also on page 69, bottom of the page, movet. I am moveting the pen back and forth. I am moveting it. There you go. Okay, page number 4. The eagle is a large bird who flies. Okay, eagle. There's a picture of an eagle on page 69. In case you had trouble with this, that's not a falcon, that's an eagle. Aquila is eagle. It's on there. Check the spelling. It's on the page. The eagle is a large bird. Magna avis. Who flies? I'll ask who. There you go. And then flies. Ooh, do I have flies? Fly is volat. V-O-L-A-T. There you go. Okay, fish live in water. They are not able to live on land. Okay, this is having you test your ability to use potest. Well, actually, in this case, posunt, because it's plural, and using an infinitive verb. So fish, there's a picture of fish on that page. Live in water. Habitat is live. So habitat in aqua. They live in water. They are not able to live on land. So it wouldn't be non potest because that would be singular. It's they are not able. So non posunt, to live. We just had live earlier in the sentence, except instead of habitat, because it is infinitive, we remove the ending and add re. So it would be habitate, non posunt habitate on land in terra. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry this got a little longer than I was trying to make it at 14 and a half minutes, probably 15 by the time I finish up. Hopefully this is helpful. If you watched this video, you should definitely get a 100 on this worksheet. If you did not watch this video, you are probably regretting your decision to not watch it. All right, I hope you have a wonderful week and are not too stressed with homework. I miss you all very much. Bye.